Hey Libra, what's going on? Welcome back for your weekly reading. They wanted me to use these cards for you today. I've been painting, so excuse if you see spots on here. I've been painting and I haven't been able to get it all cleaned off just yet. They want you to think of something right now. Something that's on your heart. Something that you kind of want to know a roundabout time frame. We're not going to get exact here because this is a general reading. This is going to be for a group, so we're going to get it like a window here, but you know yourself well enough to know where you are. You know yourself when you think of this. Does it make you feel fear? Does it make you feel good? You know where you are, so you should know based on how you feel how things are going to pan out for you. They do want me to point out November is significant for someone. They want me to keep that out, actually. And autumn. That makes sense because that's no, well, autumn is in November. So something is changing big time for you, Libra. In your season, well, I mean, fall. Something's starting now for a group of you, but it's like full swing by November. Okay, they want you to know October is like your ending and transition month. Something's popping off for you. But anyways, think of what it is. And then I'm going to pull some cards. So that's for someone, but I'm going to pull some cards. Think about what it is for yourself. Ready? Okay. Okay. So something, I'm getting a couple things here. Something that you've been working on 3 to 5 years for somebody who's been working on something for like 3 to 5 years, maybe even longer. I'm getting a +8. I'm seeing +8 in my mind. So it could be up to 8 years that you've been working towards something. Something in regards to that is shifting this fall. Okay. November is pretty significant. And there's something about next summer being a really happy time for you. They're saying this is to do with love down here. The summer portion is definitely to do with love. Let me breathe in for a minute. They keep focusing on the fact that it took 3 to 5 years to build something. What? What did it take so long to build? You've had to work through all of these secrets and betrayals. This is what's taken so long. Look, you got the 10 of Needles and the Moon card. What has taken so long is you dissecting what has been in your way. So while you thought you were losing some opportunity because you weren't good enough, what you were doing was actually sifting and sorting through the contents of your current life, your current reality, and being shown what's really been in the way of your dreams and your blessings. It has taken that long to unravel and pull all of the layers apart to see where you truly need to go. And now that you have done that, I'm hearing, oh, happy day. when Jesus was. I'm just kidding. Tell me more about this autumn and November. What's this going to bring? Autumn and November. That's right or here. Okay. Do you want all of these? Okay. Interesting that this is coming out now. This betrayal over here with this 10 of needles, which is 10 of swords, and the moon, there was something that was done 3 to 5 years ago. So let's see, what are we in? 5. So 20 to 2023, let's just say from now. Let's give it a time frame. It doesn't have to be, but I'm just giving you that because it's coming out right now and I ask for now's energy. You have been healing something for 3 to 5 years. And in November, this healing with the Temperance card could be with the Sagittarius, with the 7 of Candles, which is your 7 of Wands. You may have to defend yourself in some way. And that's what this has been. Something is coming to light, okay? And you are healing through that now. That is what's happening right now. Something that was done in the dark, some type of betrayal, is coming to light now. And it feels like they are going to have to defend themselves. And you know what I just looked over? As soon as I said they needed to defend themselves, I looked over and the first thing I saw was the mask here on this page of needles, which is a page of swords, and this devil-looking creature here. This is the Nightmare Before Christmas deck. I decided to use it because it's October, you know? I'm not even a fan of Halloween at all, so I've never seen this movie either, but I am getting a strong imagery here because you have that you're healing right now, and whatever it is, somebody's going to feel like they need to defend themselves. There have been manipulation, there's been some stalking, and now communication coming in. So that's what's coming up for you. Something that took 3 to 5, it either happened 3 to 5 years ago, took 3 to 5 years to work through. You didn't have all the answers. You know you were betrayed, and it's taken a while to unravel this with a healing aspect. But you've been doing a good job of, taking care of this, and they want you to know communication is coming for you regarding this during fall season. And something in November is really important. Now, they want you to point out that November is an 11 month. So they want you to look at it as a doorway that you're going to be walking through. The new is coming for you in November. So I love that they did it like this. I thought I was going to get a range of something and a yes or no question. But what they gave me is exactly what's happening for you. And I love, this is giving me sun card energy. So you have Saturday, sunny day, hot day. Now let's talk about that. What exactly does this day going to entail? How is this significant to this story? It's interesting. They've never had me do a reading this way. What do these 3 cards mean at the bottom? Okay, now let me do it one more time. Okay, this is good. This is really good. Okay, so you've got the 9 of Potions, 2 of Needles, Judgment, Ten of Candles, Hermit, Three of Needles, and Ace of Candles. The Three of Needles fell right on top of the Ace of Candles. That's the Ace of Wands. So some type of relationship that started off real fiery and passionate that ended in like some deep heartbreak has taken some time for you to work through. That is okay. It's how you experienced this trauma, this heartbreak, is how you've been approaching all of your relationships without realizing it. And that's what you've been dismantling the past 3 to 5 years. So now what's coming in for you, I'm getting here, is with this being the sun card, like look at this. You've got the moon here and then on a sunny day. So the sun card and the moon card, the contrast here. And with a Saturday, it gives me a vibe. Saturdays, typically for the majority of people, they have their weekends off. They work a 9 to 5 and have the weekends off. So this is giving me something about on a day when you're going to be relaxing, feeling good. It's like this epiphany is coming your way about this whole situation. Some type of news is coming your way about this situation. Why aren't you giving me more? It's like I feel like I just feel like there's something else gnawing that they want me to ask, and I can't figure out what it is I need to ask. Let me just sit and breathe for a sec, guys. All right, so right now, the only thing, this is why they're not telling me anymore. Right now, this is you working through your fears. What you're dealing with right now, what you're healing through and realizing that isn't working for you anymore is due to energy of some type of circumstance or something that happened 3 to 5 years ago. And those added up, that is 8, and they said plus 8 or plus, so it could be to that too. It's a whole cycle. This is a whole cycle coming to completion. The whole thing is coming full circle. That's interesting because before I came in here, I was walking and they were just making my body spin in circles, which would be full circle. Something that happened is finally coming full circle, and it took you going through some growing pains and understandings about the circumstances around you to work through this. I'm also hearing that you recently have or will have a huge breakthrough. I'm hearing Sunday. Sunday's important for you somehow. Information. I am seeing like a letter flying, like mail, like a piece of mail flying in the air with angel wings, but it's just a piece of paper in the wings. I can't actually see what it is. So there's some type of message coming your way that's going to see you on a new path. You're ready for this. What you've been waiting for is here. And they need you to sit down and really think about the weight of this. Like, I'm going to be doing A, B, and C. I'm going to be here. And then think about, like, walk yourself through that day and think about, does that make you feel fear or does that make you feel excited? So, for example, I don't know, it feels like it's something that you're going to be taking a new journey with the Ace of Wands. Like, this whole heartbreak was meant to put you on a different path. You were going this way, and they needed to shift you, so the heartbreak was what shifted you and put you this way. So it redirected you to exactly where you want to go. But getting there has been wildly different than what you had expected. That's okay. It actually benefited you not knowing every move. It did, because they're saying something like, how they say that saying, ignorance is bliss. In this case for you, being ignorant to certain conversations and things that are happening was bliss for you. Everything you did was done perfectly. Exactly the way you planned to do it. There's nothing that you did that was wrong. Everything that you're doing is being used to your advantage right now. I don't know. I just feel like there's some fear lying there for you about what's to come. And that's what they don't want you to think about what's to come. They want you to think about, how do I feel fitting into this bigger life? I'm in this little small box of a life right now, and I'm being offered this really big life. They want you to look at it like something big's coming your way. Am I prepared for it? How does it feel when I picture myself on this big stage in front of 10,000 people? What am I going to be doing? Like, they really want you to ask yourself those questions and sit with that and see how it makes you feel. Because there's something about, you need to face that. Not facing that is causing you to miss out on a lot of fun you could be having right now. They're going back to Sunday. Why? Something about a hot day. Eight of Wands. There's the communication. At dusk on a hot day, some type of communication. That letter just keeps flying through my mind. They're being very elusive about what it is, guys. I'm not going to be able to be nosy about this. It's just going to have to be something that you go through, okay? I love you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love.